I see your name in the paper every time I turn around.
Hopefully it's all good
You're
stuff.
famous. That's weird.
Lately it hasn't been the best stuff, so.
No, it's all good stuff.
All right, if we could rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silent reflection. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Mrs. Lobazinski,
Yes.
you have the floor.
Mr. Ellier,
Present.
Mr. Garcia,
Here.
Mrs. Smith Gomez. Here. Mr. Kuba,
Here.
Mr. Crow.
I am here, thank you.
The record show everyone is present.
All right, Mr. Elliott, would you find any participation today?
We do not have anybody on the list.
Okay, thank you. Do we have a motion to approve last month's minutes?
Motion to approve, Mr. President.
Thank you. Who's that second from? Mr. Garcia. Thank you, Mrs. Garcia. Thank you, Mr. Kuba. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Correspondence, Dr. Smith.
Yeah, none at this time, Mr. President.
What about your board, your superintendent?
Yeah, a couple things. First of all, just to update on construction. Last month I did give a quick update. Parking lots look great. I think they did a really nice job. Those are finished up. Johnston, they were able to paint the playground. You know, they were going to go back over and paint, you know, like hopscotch and some of those. And we're just waiting on their last basket. The basketball hoops arrived because they had to pull all those out when they did the parking lot back there. So the new ones arrived. They're going to put those in this week. And the company's going to come back out and paint, you know, where your free throw line, your three-point line, all that. So they're going to do that next week. So we're good there. Rooftop units are in good shape, so we're good. And looking at the boiler, they're still working on the chillers. That's going to take this year to put those in and have them ready. The old chillers are running, so we have air, but that'll go in in the spring. So we're good to go, and the locks will be changed late fall. So good shape from construction. A couple other quick real things. Off to a good start to the school year. I want to thank all the staff and students and parents and community for a good first, I can say, week, because we had 3 days last week and 2 days this week so far, so 5 days of school. Also, welcome to all of our new staff members, teachers, and our new students as well that are new to Highland this year. And I want to wish luck to all of those that are starting their athletic seasons. We have some soccer this week. We've had some golf going on. Our first football game, and it happens to be at home, is this Friday against Griffith, so we'd love to see people out there. And lastly, I want to big congrats this summer. We found out, and this was shared by some of you to me, but we found out that Coach Mark Maldonado was the Indiana State Wrestling Association 2025 Women's Coach of the Year for Indiana. So that was that happened this summer, and quite an accomplishment. Yeah, so we're really pleased for that. So that's it.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Smith. Any board reports? Mr. Elliott?
Nothing to report.
No? Mr. Garcia?
The Highland Griffith Chamber met last week. Executive Director of the South Shore Convention and Visitor Association, Phil Talon, presented. Interesting to hear how the tax impacts of tourism benefit the Lake County government and local taxing entities. So it's a great conversation. Did get just, I don't know if anybody's interested, but some feedback about what it used to be called the West Lake Corridor Project for the South Shore Line is now being rebranded to the Monon Corridor. Apparently there was some confusion with a Metro line that uses West in its name, and they didn't want people leaving Millennium Station in Chicago and getting on the wrong train. So that project's now the Monon line, and South Shore Line is saying it's going to be up and running October, November, but rumors are it's going to be first quarter of next year.
Thank you. Ms. Gomez?
Nothing to report.
Mr. Kula?
Yes, Mr. President.
Yes.
I attended NICEX meeting last week, and just a few, it was interesting. Obviously, they had cuts in funding and everything like everyone else did, and made some tough choices throughout the year. The big stuff, positive, they did some remote as far as the workers, so they could be out of Eagle Park during the summertime and trying to reduce. They saved, it's like about $4,000 for utilities by shifting it, trying to look at costs, so that was a good one. They shared, now this is not NICEX, but I heard it at NICEX, so I'm going to share it. Crown Point actually had to reduce hours of Paris. Crown Point, yeah, interesting, right? They always share all the good things, but I'm like, yeah, that seemed interesting, because we're obviously, NICEX is short some Paris, and that they're trying to fill that. They did sell, for scrap, some Ford bus. They got $500, but on the positive, because that was obviously a lot, but there was a 2015 special purpose bus they didn't need anymore due to position being eliminated. They got $15,000 from that, which is a good sum. Dr. Erdelac was called out. This is Highland. I mean, it was good. Highland was mentioned a lot. I'm like, man, I'm glad Erica missed this one. I could down there. Yeah. Because they got, there's positions throughout the areas, and obviously they're trying to help fill and screen, and Dr. Erdlac's been assisting them, and they really were complimentary. I'm like, our Dr. Erdlac, you sure? No, I was kidding. No. But great job on that. And then another program, I'm going to try to say the names right, it's called the Best Buddies program. And I think it was, there's 3 teachers named, but I think Erica, correct me if I'm, Faison? Okay, thank you. And also Beth Hardwood and Rebecca Clasick, as far as were recognized for coming in second to, I believe it was, the other school district I mentioned, but we're not going to mention them, but did a really good job in that with the Best Buddies, and they're looking forward. I mean, they were so complimentary. I mean,
It's the first year in that program, too. Yeah.
right, so really great. I mean, just hearing it, I'm like, wow, this is great. I'm here, sitting there, get done. Dr. Erdlac, the teachers, so job well done to all of them, and Dr. Erdlac. That's all I have.
Thanks, appreciate it. Park Board did not have a study session this month, so we are meeting this Thursday, and nothing new to report on the redevelopment path. So we will turn over to financial. Mrs. Adams, good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Letter A is the treasurer report. A copy of that report was in your board packet. I'm requesting approval as presented.
Motion to approve, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Kula.
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. Gomez. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Vouchers.
A copy of the voucher doc is also included in your board packet. I recommend that you approve it as well.
Do I have a motion?
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the vouchers.
Thank you, Mrs. Gomez.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Permission to advertise 2026 budget CFP plan and bus replacement plan.
We are required to adopt the 2026 corporation budget. This includes the education, the operations, and the debt service funds. These budgets are advertised on Form 3 on the DLGF's website called Gateway. It has to be advertised 10 days prior to the public hearing.
Form 3.
I'm sorry?
It's my favorite form.
Form 3. The capital projects and the bus replacement plans must be posted on our website at least 10 days prior to that public hearing. We are requesting permission to advertise on Gateway and to post it to our official website. The public hearing for the annual budget, CPF plan, and bus replacement plan will be held next month, September 16th, 2025, and the 2026 annual corporation budget and the 2 capital projects and bus replacement plans will be adopted at the October 21st board meeting.
Motion to approve advertising the 26th budget CPF plan and bus placement plan.
Thank you,
Support,
Mr. Garcia.
Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Kuva. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. My favorite part of the night, let's talk about donations.
All right, I'm requesting approval for the following donations. Johnston, the Johnston PTO is giving $7,600 worth of reimbursement to the staff for supplies and field trips. And over at the high school, we have the Stiglitz family gave $300 for girls soccer. Dick's Sporting Goods gave $2,500 to boys baseball. Highland Rotary Club, $500 to cross country. Football Moms Booster, $2,700 for the football shoulder pads. I request your approval to accept these donations.
Motion to approve, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Kuva.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Any discussion?
Of
Mrs.
course,
Gomez?
I have things to say about this. It's always amazing to see the donations when they come in every month, but this month is incredible. I mean, $7,600 from the PTO. It's a crazy amount of money, and that is earned through candy bars and the blood, sweat, and tears of parents and children. And I helped out on the PTO for a long time, and I so much appreciate all they do for all of our entire community, but especially our teachers and kids and parents. At all the schools, not just Johnston. And of course, thank you to the Stiglitz family. They've been involved in our district forever. Dick's Sporting Goods, Highland Rotary Club. I know the cross-country team very much appreciates all the funding they get from there. It is a small but mighty team. And then the Football Moms Booster Club for the shoulder pads. We think that is a lot of hard work, and it is a lot of money that all of these different organizations have contributed.
The cross-country team worked the corn rows for the Rotary. So they made the donation.
Yeah.
So that's what they did. Some years it's other sports, but this year it was cross-country, so they got the donation.
I attended my first corn roast. You know what they do at the corn roast?
Eat corn.
They eat corn. How much did you eat?
A lot of
I
corn.
ate 2 years
There's a
of
lot of
corn.
corn.
They had a lot of corn. It was quite tasty. It's good
Yeah.
corn.
That was your first ever
It was
corn?
my first ever corn roast. I didn't know what I was walking into.
Someone from Indiana.
Yeah, kind of weird. I know. I needed to fulfill that aspect of my life. I'll attend
Proud of you.
others. It was great fun. All right. So with that in mind, all in favor of accepting the donation?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes 5-0. Special services.
The buildings and ground report was included in your board packet, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have.
A lot was going on.
I did forget to mention, Mr. President, fax room is done as well.
I was going to
Everything is done except there was a mirror that was on back order, so that mirror will be back and put in. It's a mirror that they can see as the kids can see what she's doing on the tables.
Oh, okay.
So that had to be specially ordered. But everything else, it looks great in there. Yep.
Yeah, we have to walk through sometime.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Field trip.
Thanks for that. Curriculum. Dr. Erlach, welcome.
Thank you. In your board packet is the NEOLA policy updates. You saw them last month. They are presented for your final review. This is the EDGAR UGG updates and the July 25 special updates. These are your final reviews and open for any questions or comments. But I do ask you to approve them as presented.
Did anybody want Dr. Erlach to read through all these?
All like the
50 pages?
the record retention policy update was riveting.
Yeah, they're good stuff. All like 50
I'm glad
pages. of
everyone
them.
enjoyed. Unfortunately, there may be more coming in the next couple months.
Brilliant.
Just to get you, whet your appetite.
All right, do I have a motion to accept these?
Motion to accept, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Cooper. Mr.
Second.
Cooper, you're working at overtime today. You're just going to break a sweat. I know.
Good.
I can't deal with it. I for doing
Gonna
this.
take
Comments,
over
thank
my
you for
time.
your support of the motion. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Professional leave.
Professional leave requests are submitted for your review and recommended for approval.
Thank you, Dr. Erlac. Do I have the motion?
Make a motion to approve the professional leave
Thank you, Ms.
as
Scott.
stated.
I'm sure about that.
I know.
Second.
Stumbled all over it, but I'm
doing it
still
from
standing by it.
All right, any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Resignations.
Yes,
Dr. Smith.
Here we go. Stephen Duke, resignation custodian, high school, July 29, 2025. Rosa Torres, termination custodian at Johnson Elementary, August 13, 2025. Zachary Pizer, resignation social studies teacher, high school, July 29, 2005. Rachel Papel-Mattis, resignation as a project lead way teacher, 7th grade volleyball coach and Spartan News at the middle school, August 5, 2025. Nancy Shelton, resignation as an instructional aide at Merkley, July 21, 2025. Suzanne Rodriguez, resignation as math bowl sponsor at Merkley, July 21, 2025. Andrea Powell, resignation as a nurse at the middle school, July 21, 2025. Leslie Shimkus, resignation as a nurse, Merkley, July 26, 2025. Clarissa Saransky, resignation as an instructional aide at Merkley, July 29, 2025. And Dwayne Sieb, resignation as a school bus aide for the corporation, August 1st, 2025. I so recommend.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. Do I have a motion?
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the resignation.
Support, Mr. President. Thank you, Mrs. Gomez. Mr. Kuva, any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Appointments and transfers.
Yeah, quite a few here since we're doing some of our extracurriculars, and these are effective for the 25-26 school year unless read separately. Caitlin Lopez, appointment as an elementary teacher at Southridge. Mark DeBoer, appointment as a 7th grade math teacher at the middle school. Dylan Foster, appointment as a social studies teacher at the middle school. Kelly Rock, appointment as a business teacher at the middle school. Alyssa Michael, appointment as a JV girls volleyball coach, at the high school. Julia Anton, appointment as the assistant varsity volleyball coach at the high school. Matea Ochoa, appointment as a dependent care aide at Johnston. Candace Sperry, appointment as the assistant football coach for the high school. Vanessa Lopez, appointment as a Title I aide at Johnston. Stephanie Hendricks, appointment as an instructional aide at Merkley. Mary Wajvoda, appointment as a supervisory aide at the high school. Rebecca Raycroft, appointment as a 7th grade volleyball coach at the middle school. Alyssa Gringer, appointment as a dependent care aide at Merkley. Amber Clement, appointment as a Pathfinder aide at the high school. Abigail Kropner, appointment as the National Honor Society at the high school. Ashley Cooper, appointment as the freshman class sponsor for the high school. Mary Sassano, appointment as a special needs bus aide for the school corporation. Criselda Torres, appointment as a bus driver for the corporation. Selena Rodriguez, appointment as an instructional aide at Merkley. Maya Santiago, appointment as an instructional aide at Merkley. Elizabeth Biggs, appointment as a Spell Bowl sponsor for Southridge. Gabian Galando, appointment as a night custodian at the high school, July 21st, 2025. Alan Montano, appointment as a substitute custodian for the corporation, August 1st, 2025. Cook, transfer from groundskeeper to the for the corporation, July 28, 2025. Judy Allen, a transfer as a part-time custodian to full-time custodian for Johnson and Southridge, August 11, 2025. Bryce Fulkerson, transfer from part-time custodian to full-time at the middle school, August 4, 2025. Valerie Sipes, appointment as a nurse, middle school, August 5, 2025. Laura Steyer, appointment as a nurse at the middle school, August 8, 2025. I so recommend.
Do I have a motion to approve, Mr. President? Thank you, Mr. Cooper. Do I have support?
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. Gomez. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. We'll now open up to audience comments. As you head to the podium, please. Just a reminder, we don't talk about HR events, we don't talk about individual personnel, we don't talk about student issues or ongoing investigations. Sir, the floor is yours.
Big Lord, 9221 Parkway Drive. I'd like to offer a suggestion. not that you're seeking a suggestion, right on the agenda, at the bottom of page 1 or the bottom of page 2, with the small amount of information you're reading, which is very helpful for people who don't understand what the rules are, to just put it right there. And it would be right there for the person looking at the agenda to know what's going on. Now, I'm not going to raise this issue at all. I'm not sure I gave you the address. 9221 Parkway Drive. I'm Rick Bowling. Information has come to me from a very reliable source. Now, before I say one more word, I am not intending to raise a rumor to some higher level. I'm trying to raise an issue that you can deny so we can stop it. I didn't start this rumor. This is a rumor that's not maybe well spread, but the information I got it from is highly reliable. The Highland schools are not interested in accepting OOD, out-of-district students in the school year 26-27 and in future years. I don't know what the reasons are. I'm simply laying it on the table. Well, my source was very reliable to raise the issue so the board has the opportunity, not that you can take advantage of it, but you might want to just snuff it out. There's no truth to that at all. It's completely ridiculous. You might offer no opinion, which is often the case. I'm not asking for any reply. I only have 3 minutes to talk. Let me assume the information is accurate. I said I'm going to assume, not that I'm trying to say it's true. If that were to be the case, I would draw the conclusion that the board would be considering bringing up an operating referendum in May of July of 2026 or November of 2026. So the governor and the legislature has made it clear it will be reducing money to K-12 schools. Are you affected right now? I don't know all the facts. Maybe you're affected by it right now, but certainly for 26-27 and 27-28. And the other question I have is, if you close off OOD, doesn't the state law require you to continue accepting the brothers and sisters from the same family? I'm looking for some confirmation. I appreciate having this chance to speak. Thank you.
I think at this point, the only thing I'll confirm is for the next 3 years, we're looking at roughly $5 million in budget cuts, in funding cuts, funding cuts as a result of Senate Bill 1. Is that an accurate number, Dr. Smith?
Yeah.
Roughly.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, in enrollment, it depends on what our enrollment is, and you know, we're going to get about 1.7% new money for this year. Suppose if our enrollment's the same, and about 0.9% next year if our enrollment's the same, for just for the student body that we get. But remember, inflation's 3%, and our NIPSCO bill went up 20%, and
Probably higher.
school, yeah. So things like that, you know. So yeah, we're seeing drastic cuts in the near future. Is there anything I mean, I can tell you for out-of-district students, we don't have to, or we don't. If the board ever chose, and I don't think we've ever had those conversations, so I'm not sure where that's coming from, but we've never really decided what's going to happen next year. I'm worried about getting kids to school tomorrow. So if we did cut it off, you don't have to accept brothers and sisters. It's the kids that are currently there would be grandfathered in, but you don't accept brothers and sisters. You don't have to. I don't think you can. I think you'd have to open it back up to accept brothers and sisters.
And I think, just to be clear, state law requires that any student that attends the parochial schools, private schools in the town of Highland, if they were to graduate from said schools as 8th graders, we are legally required to accept them into the high school if they so choose. That's also accurate, right?
They have to attend, the statute says they have to attend 7th and 8th grade and finish 8th grade. So like a student at OLG or Highland Christian, they finish 8th grade, then they would be able to come here. Even if they lived in East Chicago, say, they would be able to come here.
Okay. Thank you. Any other comments from the audience? All right, we'll turn it over to the board. Mr. Elliott.
Okay, well, I'd like to welcome all our teachers and our staff back for the new school year. We're only a week and a half in. I don't want to leave out our cafeteria workers, our custodians, our instructional aides.
I really believe it takes everybody to provide the best education we can for our students, and Phil, we've been doing a good job. I'd like to continue that. And a special welcome to our new staff here, and welcome to School Town Highland.
Thank you. Mr. Garcia.
Yeah, just a few congratulations to Coach Maldonado. What an accomplishment, and really the girls wrestling team in general has just been amazing to watch. Also, I want to echo what Ms. Gomez mentioned on the donations. Many of us have served on PTO, PTCs. We have done fundraisers for various extracurriculars. $7,600 in reimbursement. That's a significant amount of money. Not to take away the $2,700 from the Moms Booster Clubs for the football team, or any of the other revenue that has come in through donations. But having sat in those chairs, as many of us have, we know how much work goes into raising money and helping our kids have the best experience they can possibly have. And then, Mr. President, I'd like to just tip my hat to you, because oftentimes in these meetings we're accused of not responding to constituent concerns, and yet I feel that this board does a really good job of responding to constituent concerns. So I appreciate you taking the time to alleviate this issue of a potential rumor that I don't think any of us have heard about at all, and kind of putting it to bed right here and there, that we're worried about this school year right now. We haven't even started thinking about next year. We still don't know what the impact of Senate Bill 1 is truly going to be to our school district. I'm looking forward to getting our teeth, biting our teeth into that challenge in the near future. But again, Mr. President, my hat's off to you for taking the time to respond to very pressing concerns of our community.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Ms. Gomez.
Yeah, I'd like to kind of echo what the other two board members have said. Welcome back. Welcome to the new teachers, staff, families, all of our returning, everyone for the School Town of Highland. We're excited to be back underway. Congratulations to Coach Maldonado, Women's Coach of the Year. That's amazing. He's an amazing coach. He was very proud to receive that honor, and I know he will continue to do his best to have a great team this year, like he always does. A big thanks to Mr. Kuva, who stood in for me last week at the NISEC meeting. I do want to say something about, you were talking about how they bring up Dr. Erdelac and Highland, and when I go to those NISEC meetings, I don't think I've made that clear. Highland is always spoken of very highly, and our staff does an amazing job, our administration does an amazing job interacting with them to really put our students and our needs forward, but also working with them to help NISEC achieve their goals as well. So I appreciate Mr. Kuva attending, and I appreciate the report, and I appreciate what all of you do for NISEC as well.
Thank you, Ms. Gomez. Mr. Kuva. Thank you, Mr. President. Echo everything. For staff, just make sure, if they weren't mentioned, bus drivers. We thank the bus drivers.
Yes, I forgot. I may have forgotten a few.
There's a lot. It's hard to remember everyone. So
I said everyone.
And I forgot the students. I know, but I really, the bus drivers, every time I see help wanted throughout communities, I'm like, our bus drivers are so important. We want to make sure they know it too, to get them there so our teachers could educate them. So we appreciate them too. And again, a shout out again, Dr. Erdelac. It was really, I mean, if you would have been there, you would have been blushing. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like, did he give them money? I mean, they're really talking them up. I mean, it was incredible. But yeah, really a good job. They were just, I mean, because they're struggling. I mean, they're, you know, with the funding cuts, they're scrapping everywhere they can to do stuff. So all the help, they really appreciate it. So thank you. Again, the Best Buddies. I'm going to say first name, Erica, Beth, and Rebecca. Great job to them, and pass it along. If they're not hearing it, please share it with them. So proud. I mean, it's nice when you hear it at the meetings. You're like, wow, that's us. We're doing it. So great job to them, and welcome back, everyone. Got the football game Friday night against Griffith, right? So our first football game, come out, support it. Should be exciting, and that's all I have. Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Summer went fast. You know, hit the ground running, study hard, make good decisions. Yeah, that's what I tell my kids all the time.
A lot of our college students are back already at university, and we've got a lot going on. We've got a couple of ranked teams, I think, at least one, right, going into the fall season. And, we've got seasons, cross-country kicked off on Saturday, boys soccer kicks off tonight, I think. Tomorrow.
Well,
Tomorrow
it
night.
kicked off yesterday, but
Little
for
rain.
5 minutes. Yeah, rain kicked it off.
There's a lot.
Girls are playing tonight. I think tennis is starting. We got a lot going on, right? The middle school too. They've got everything kicking off. So I wish everybody luck as we start the year. Thanks for the administration for all the work that you guys did to make sure all of our positions were filled. It's always good to walk into the school year knowing we have as many positions filled as we have. And welcome to all the new teachers. Congratulations to Coach Maldonado as we wrap up last year. Yet another Coach of the Year that we have. Our coaches, our AD, phenomenal job. So looking forward to much success this year. Just for future meetings, we have a budget work session at 5:30 in this very room, Tuesday, August 26th, 2025. In our next regular scheduled board meeting, public hearing, will be 6 p.m. Tuesday, September 16th, 2025 in this room. That will be preceded by our executive session.
Motion to adjourn, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Kuva, for that motion. Do I have support?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, wrapping at now.
Wow.
Thanks.
Right?